This is the Crush Crowdfunding Podcast, the #1 place for people who want to launch on Kickstarter and Indiegogo. My name is Nalin, and I invite you to join me for tips, hacks, and insights to get you launched and fully funded. Hey everyone, welcome to another session of the Crush Crowdfunding Podcast. I'm really excited to have you here today and to really talk to you about crowdfunding and how you can absolutely crush your goal on Kickstarter and absolutely crush your goal on Indiegogo. I'm so thankful to have you here with me today, and our little topic today is about what to post during the pre-launch period of your crowdfunding campaign. So a lot of people come to me and say, okay, Nalin, we have our Facebook page, we have our Twitter, we have our Instagram, everything has our profile picture, it has a link to our landing page, it has all these little profile optimizations already. It's all set up for the pre-launch phase. But what are we supposed to post on these channels? And really, wow, I'm super duper excited to talk about this because there's so many things to post about. Think about it. These people who are going to discover your product, who's going to uncover your company story, who's going to, stumble upon what you have and what you're going to put out to the market. These people are interested and excited about this product, this new thing that will soon come to the market. And so there's so many things that you can say. So with that said, today we're going to talk about the 3 key topics that you can talk about during the pre-launch phase, that you can post about, that you can create content around, you can create images around, you can create copy around, you can create all this content around these 3 key topics to get people super excited and super hyped for your launch when you do launch. The first and kind of most obvious thing that you can post about during the pre-launch phase is information about your product. Again, people are going to stumble upon your idea and they're not going to know exactly what your product is, what it can do, the colors, the types of functions that it comes with. There's so many things that people don't know about your product. You as the entrepreneur, you as the marketing team of this crowdfunding project, you as the person who's been working on this thing for the past few months, for the past few years, you know this thing inside and out. You know exactly, how much the PCB board probably cost. You probably know, the hex code of the color that you're actually using on the product itself. You probably know exactly, the types of hinges that you're using on the product. You probably know the difference in cost from using, wood versus printed plastic. Right? Like everything about your product inside and out, every single little thing. And all these people, they know nothing except that they're super duper excited about this. They just know that they are super psyched about the product and they want to potentially back you when you do launch. So the first thing that you can talk about, the first thing that you can post about, the first thing that you can create a ton of cool, incredible content around, from still pictures to GIFs to video to short clips, is really just information about the product. You can talk about their features. You can talk about the product's benefits. You can talk about the products and the materials that you use to make the product, the materials you considered to make the product. People need time to consider and evaluate the product before they actually buy the product, before they actually back the project on crowdfunding, right? They don't just immediately see a product and immediately think, wow, I'm going to buy it right away. Right? People never, ever do that. People see a product, they kind of are aware of it, they consider if they should or shouldn't use it, they think about the pros and cons, they think about the benefits, they think about what they know about the product, and this is your chance to shine. This is your chance to show them that this product is amazing and this product has all the features and all the benefits that they've been looking for. And the only way that you can convince them is to show them through these posts, to show them through these videos, show them through these gifts, show them through testimonials, right? Just information about the product so that they can consider and consider and consider and learn and learn and learn, so that when you do tell them that your product is launching, when you do get to launch day, they are ready. They are ready to whip out their credit card and support you. So that is the first thing, the first topic, the first really core content that you can post about during the pre-launch phase of your campaign is just information about the product. Because again, think about it. People don't know anything about your product, and your job as an entrepreneur is to have them know everything about your product, everything that they can, so that they will be so much closer to actually whipping out their credit card to buy the product. The second thing that you can totally post about during the pre-launch phase is stuff just behind the scenes, right? Like, you as an entrepreneur, you've been doing a lot to get your project live. You might be sketching various different shapes or form factors for your product. You might be figuring out the different types of materials that you can potentially use for your product. You might be working in a cramped room with 10 other people just to make sure that this product can actually work or come to life. You might be doing things like traveling back and forth to China every 3 months to figure out if the manufacturers can actually make this thing, can actually print a mold and a model for this thing so that you can actually mass manufacture it. You might be doing things like testing out the different colors and different shades of red that you potentially will be using on the product, right? So people who are crowdfunding backers really want to be part of that journey. They're a very specific breed of people who are super excited to be part of the entrepreneurial journey, who are super excited to know everything that you're working on, right? Just having pictures of you working with a caption that says, "Hard at work getting the project ready for you," is so personable and so just relatable that it builds a sense of trust, builds credibility for you, builds credibility for your project, right? Video clips of behind the scenes of the video shoot while you're getting the product ready, making sure that everyone's like in place. All of this will get people super hyped up to see the real video on the crowdfunding page. Things that you can do behind the scenes, right? Like maybe you're literally testing out the different types of wood that you want to use between, bamboo or walnut, right? And you're testing it, you're strength testing it by like using a hammer on it, or you're trying to like use fire to burn it to see if one of them burns less or something, right? Whatever you're doing, people love to see behind the scenes. People who are crowdfunding backers especially love to see behind the scenes because they want to be part of what you're building. They want to support you from the inception point all the way through to when the product actually gets to the market. They want to know all of the things that you're doing. If you're flying on a plane, like to go to China, maybe you want to do a live Instagram of a behind the scenes of all the worries you're feeling or something, just because people are so engaged with things like this. People are so engaged because it shows them that you're putting your effort and you're putting your time and you're putting your whole self into bringing something like this to life. And so that's the second thing that you can talk about. That's the second thing you can create content around. Behind the scenes. You can do pictures, you can do GIFs, you can do videos, you can do short clips, you can even do these little audio clips and then kind of put it out on a podcast or even a quick audio clip and send it as a little message to your backers, right? There's so many things that you can do for behind the scenes content that will get people to be super hyped about your product come launch day. The third thing that you can talk about during the pre-launch phase is what I like to label the founder's journey. Okay, so as we mentioned in the previous point, people who are crowdfunding backers just really are excited about what happens behind the scenes, right? They don't just want to see a product that's made, that's polished, that is already done and completed, right? They want to see the nitty-gritty details. So get them sold on the story of your product. Think of it this way. People don't just buy products just because, right? They buy them because of the meaning that's infused within the product, right? A Fitbit isn't just an activity tracker. It's the idea of living a healthy life. Your product, no matter what it is, has a story that is infused with your journey as a founder. Why did you decide to create this thing? Why did you just embark on this journey? What were your pain points? What pain points are you trying to solve? How does this thing solve your pain points? Or how does this thing solve the pain points of those you're trying to help out by creating this product? So basically, the founder's journey humanizes the product. It humanizes exactly what you're creating and makes this project as a whole just so relatable, right? Like, no, you're not just selling a smart water bottle. No, you're not just selling wireless, earphones. You're not selling that. You're selling the reason why you've created this. You're selling pain points. You're selling the solution to a pain point that you've uncovered. And so get them sold on the story of your product. Open yourself up so that people know that you're passionate about doing what you're doing. You're passionate about solving this problem. You're passionate about bringing a product like this to life because there's so much benefit in you actually bringing it to the market, right? Get people to believe that you're here for a reason. You're not just here to make a quick buck, right? You're not here to just make money and go away, right? You're actually here because you know that you can make a difference in the world and you can make an impact on the world and you can make a change in the world by releasing this product. You as an entrepreneur have that passion. You as an entrepreneur have that drive. I know you do. I know you do because I talk to people just like you every single day with this drive, this passion to make a difference. And a lot of people are just so scared. They're so scared to showcase that. They're so scared to tell people the passion and the drive that they have to release this product and make change, to make an impact. So to bring this all back, guys, sorry, I kind of went off on a little rant there because I'm so passionate about this. I see so many people so scared to talk about themselves, so scared to just tell people why they're so passionate about the thing that they're doing, why they're so passionate about launching what they want to launch, why they've been working, hours every single day to get something live, why they're working maybe a full-time job and doing this, for 5 or 6 hours after their full-time job just to get this product out into the world. A lot of people are just scared to say that. And guys, crowdfunding backers want to hear that. They want to be part of your journey. They want to know why you're doing what you're doing, because not only will it make them trust you and create that credibility for your product, but this will also make them just more sure that you're going to stick with them until the end. You're going to stick with them until you actually get this product manufactured and shipped out to them. This will really, really help people just be so close to you as an entrepreneur that they're going to beg you to take their money so that they can help you create this product. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm super passionate about this particular topic, super duper passionate about what you as an entrepreneur can post during the pre-launch period and what you as an entrepreneur can say to people during the pre-launch period, because there's just so many things to talk about. There's so many different angles you can take with this. There's so many different things that you can say and show to people to build that trust, to build that credibility, to build your fan base up to a point where they're super excited to back your project when it does launch. So again, think about it and remember this when you are trying to rack your brain to figure out what exactly should I post. Just remember that these people they've stumbled upon your project and they're super excited and super interested about the product. They don't know anything about it. They don't know anything about you. They don't know anything about the product. They don't know anything about how long you've been working on this. They don't know anything about your reason for creating this product. They don't know what problems that this product is solving. They don't know exactly why you chose red over green for the product. They don't know what types of hinges you use. They don't know the benefits of this one type of hinge over another. They don't know anything. They're at a point where they know nothing, which means that you have a full, blank, empty canvas to go out there and talk to people about everything, to convince them, to build that credibility, to build that trust so that people are so ready to back you on that first day. So to recap, guys, there are 3 things that I really encourage every single person, every entrepreneur to post about during the pre-launch period. And those 3 things are: 1, the information about the product itself; 2, just information about what happens behind the scenes, right? What happens behind all these pretty pictures that are coming out on social media; and 3, the founder's journey. Your journey to create this product, because all these things together will help educate people about the product itself, make them actually understand what it is and what it can do for them. And it will help people just trust you and build credibility for your project and for your campaign and for the, final product and the fact that you're actually going to deliver it. It's going to build all of this just by you showcasing these people, all these points, these 3 points. Ooh, I actually got a little riled up there in this episode. Well, I wanted to end this by saying thank you to you for being with me today. And thank you for just being here and listening to me talk about the different things you can post about during the pre-launch, because I'm super, super passionate about this topic. And I really, really love hearing the stories and the behind the scenes of everything that you're doing as an entrepreneur. And I know that your backers, your fans, love hearing the same thing. So I hope you enjoyed this session. And if you haven't yet, I'd love it if you would subscribe to the podcast. I'll be rolling out a lot more content to help you crush your crowdfunding launch on Kickstarter and crush your crowdfunding launch on Indiegogo. And lastly, if you haven't yet, I would really, really, really appreciate it if you could leave a review for the podcast, because it will help others just like yourself who are interested in learning about crowdfunding to learn about crowdfunding and actually find out about this podcast. Thank you again for being with me, and I will see you guys in the next session. Thanks for listening to the Crush Crowdfunding podcast at crushcrowdfunding.com. Tune in the same time next week for more ways to crush your launch.